Here's a Bagshaw rake I was pulling yesterday with Suzuki. I've got to get some tyres for it. That's tube. It was like this when I got it. Well, actually it was like that. Probably not quite as bad. Some 4 or 5 years ago, but it's getting there. I've got to rebuild a whole heap of these. Like that bearing shagged. So there's that. Yeah. Little caster wheels. Yeah. Believe it or not, I did put grease in here yesterday. I greased some more of it when I got home. The way this one drives. Here's your main gear. Set of dog teeth. And that's splined to this shaft here, which is driven down to that shaft. And there's dogs in that wheel there, or paws, whatever you want to call them, and in that wheel, which work like a bicycle wheel, I guess. You know, like they only drive one way, and they've got a spring behind them, they lock in. So yeah, and that turns that shaft. And that's pushed in here. On some of the New Holland stuff, this one's a Bagshaw, but you could turn, like there's a pin down here, and say that pin would actually be hooked to the dog, and you'd be able to have a spring there, and you'd hook it over here, little lever, and that would keep the dog in, so that the wheel would freewheel on the hub for road transport. But this one unfortunately doesn't do it. So yeah, anyway, and there's a bit of a planetary system inside of there too, hence all the grease. So that's how that drives. Oh, I've got hay fever, so if I sounded funny in my other video yesterday, that'll be why. So that locks into there. See, I don't normally get that first go, not without turning something. And then that's key weight onto there. So it's pretty simple. You can see the dogs and the clutch there. So yeah, that locks into that sprocket, and that's it. That's how she works. So yeah. Fixed, woohoo, fixed. Oh, you're in the way. Okay, now I'll keep it. Some idiot had an extra washer in the bloody clutch. There's one on the inside, and there's supposed to be one between the bloody clutch and the valve to stop the sides of the clutch rubbing on the inside of the valve. Look at that. I'll be happy to take that up a tree now. Maybe. Still don't break. fixed this one up a while ago. Press that. That hole, it needs a bit of a lube. It doesn't go down real nice. That holds the throttle open for your cold start. You'd normally choke it, but I'm not sure. It's been about 20 minutes, I think. No, we'll choke it. So the oil is from it sitting, because there's a T-piece, little rubber T-piece. The blanket one end is when you stop it, where it pushes it up against the back of the pump. And then it goes into the pump and then into the tank, and that's the main supply. Well, it's not sealing where it goes into the tank because the rubber shrunk. And it's also not sealing where it goes into the pump. But it does work. It's just that when you leave it sit, any oil that's in there just weeps out in between, fills up that cover, and then this is what you get. If I could find that rubber, I'd buy it. Actually, I'd buy 3 of them, because I've got 3 of them. But yeah, I need to get a handle for the other one. So yeah, but I'm happy with. I'd use that tomorrow if I need to. That's it. Go. How's this for a fix-up? There was that much meat that was rolled over. But check this out. You look at that edge. If I can get this into focus. Focus, idiot. So I have to take that down fairly well. I have got a small edge there to run on. I might just make that the top. But I'll take it to old man's and I'll make this all the same height. I don't know what to close it down to. It's got a pretty wide gap. And I'm betting the chain that came with this bar, I'll bet you that's as loose as, well, you can fill in the blanks. What people do to some of these, I'm blowed if I know. If they had it up the right way, that would have been the bottom. I reckon that's how it came off. Where's that bad edge? Yeah, at the bottom. Crikey. Oh, this is the dinosaur. I put new fuel line in it. Oh, I'm still dying from yesterday. So the fuel line goes through the handle and up into there for those that don't know, for the carby. Comes out there, you join it there, well, there, with that cover, but I'm got no recoil string, so I've got to take the string to old man's, and hopefully he's got something that'll fit that. Because all the stuff I got's big stuff, which is just stuff I found at work in shipping containers and stuff that's hanging, used as tie downs. It's just good VB cord, so there's that. So yeah, we've cleaned it up a little bit. It's got spark. So yeah, and what I found with the other one is this was too tight. Someone had a thick washer, there's a thin washer in there, then there's a washer in between the clutch and the drum, but someone had two thick ones in it. So yeah, it would not stop turning. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, that one over there had three washers in it. Two thick ones and a thin one, because it had a thick one on the inside of where the sprocket side of the drum reaches the body there, where my thumb is. So it had the thin one that protects the crank seal, and then it had a thick one, and then a thick one in between. So it was too tight. And I never saw that pulling it apart because it was all stuck together. So yeah. And this one was different, so like this one was actually set up the right way. So yeah. But I never noticed that either when I robbed the clutch off of it, because I didn't go that far into it. It just had the thick one in here. So yeah. Anywho, there's that. So that might actually be a runner. This is the chain that came with it. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but it's pretty dull. So not pretty dull. I reckon I could ride the China on that on my knapsack. So there's that. So I don't know what gauge that is. It's Oregon 91. Would that be? Yeah, who knows? If that was sharp, that'd probably be a good chain. 91. Why don't I just measure it? I've got a vernier somewhere. I'll be back. 39. What if I hit that? 40. What's 40 for? 1.3. 1.03. Yeah. So, that's probably pretty worn out too, I suppose. So there you go. We know roughly what to close it down to. If that chain's even worth it. Yeah, of course it's worth it. It's worth something. If you get a couple of cuts out of it, it's worth something, isn't it? Oh. Job for later. That's the second one.